to my channel.
Now because I'm a girl, you need to help me when inside you want to help me, but I have the care.
Hi, welcome to my channel, Life Documentary. Today I'm going to share with you how I quit my six-figure dollar job a year as a nurse executive. So again, thank you for clicking and thank you for being here today. I truly appreciate you. So why would I quit a six-figure dollar a year job? Oh, my dream job as a nurse executive. Well, that is what I'm about to share in this video. So again, if you like the kind of stories I share, if you like the kind of content I create here, please subscribe. Please don't forget to push the like button, comment, and most of all, share my videos. Again, why would I want to quit a six-figure dollar job, a dream job, or my dream job of being a nurse executive? Like I said, this is what I'm going to share in this video. So knowing who I am a person that has been described as someone that is very down to earth. Again, these are not my words, but the words of how others describe me. I also will see myself as someone that is very deep. I am someone that is not like I was saying, I am someone that is not moved by material things. I also do not let people tell me who I am, because I understand who I am, no matter what anybody out there says about me. So let me remind you that this nurse executive job took me 5 years to get. The first time I applied for this type of nurse executive job was in 2017. And I didn't get my real opportunity until 2022. So again, this is something that I've worked so hard for. This is something that I've trained myself throughout my years of nursing. Again, as getting older in nursing and also having other challenges as new nurses come, I would want to move to other positions, to other area of nursing. So being a nurse executive has been something that I had chosen, that I was interested in, that I would like to pursue. So when I got this job, of course, this was my dream job. Of course, I've been waiting and looking for this job for the past 5 years. And eventually, even when I almost gave up the thoughts that, okay, it may never happen, I eventually got this job. But I hoped that this was going to be the best job ever. But little did I know that it was not. So I got this job, did the orientation. Orientation wasn't as smooth because in the interview process, I know I asked a lot of questions about training, about, coaching, because again, this is my very first executive nursing job. And I didn't want to blow my chances. I knew obviously that coming into it without having a first time experience, even though I've had tons and tons of experience as a nurse supervisor, this was something very different and very much advanced that I didn't have an actual experience of. So I wanted to ensure that I was getting into something that I would get the support, that I would get the training, and I would feel like I would succeed. Because I'm the kind of person, again, that like to push myself to the limits. I never take minimum as anything that is okay. I usually like to go above and beyond. I want to be exceptional. I want to be excellent. I want to be the best. So knowing the kind of person I am, I didn't want to accept a job that would not give me the support, the training, the coaching, the skills that I was requiring, because this was my first time in the real life experience of getting this type of job. And again, like I said, I didn't want to blow my chances. So I went through the interview process and everything seemed to have been going well. I was told I was going to get these coaches and I was going to follow these other nurse executives, and we're going to they were going to show me around how they did things. Don't get me wrong, I did learn a lot of things and I did the best, and I made the best use of the training that I got. But is there opportunities for those trainings to be better? Yes. Because there was a lot of things that was lacking. I didn't really get that mentorship. I didn't really get, certain training that I would think that would help me. Neither did I get the backing from my superior. So I entered this job. Again, let me not forget to tell you that it was an hour and a half away. And on top of it, traffic. I stay in the high volume city area where everywhere, let's say you even wanted to go to a place that is 15 or 20 minutes away, be prepared to stay or get there within 30 to 45 minutes. Especially traveling in the heavy period of traffic, it can be very discouraging. So I would travel, it would take me an hour and a half sometimes going in the morning, and I usually will leave at 6 a.m. And then it's even worse coming back, because coming back, I would come back and I'll be on the road maybe around 3:30, 4 p.m. And this is the worst time to be on this road, because it will take me literally 3 hours to get home. And this is a Monday through Friday. So, bar none, think about it this way, I already had challenges to begin with because of the location, the transportation, the traffic, just the commute between going and going back home for 5 days. Also, this nurse executive job is a kind of job where I had like over 150 employees that I had to take care of. So this was already a challenge for me, but I said to myself that I was going to go through it and I was going to learn from it, and I was going to get as much experience that I would to get me to a better job or a better position. So I knew how important this experience would be for me and how beneficial. So I decided that I was going to do it anyway. The last thing I ever wanted was to be in a situation where I find myself in a hostile environment, where I find myself in an unhealthy environment, where I find myself in an environment where I'm being attacked. So coming into this job, knowing myself, I'm always passionate about anything I lay my hands on. I'm always passionate about the things that I do. I do not get motivated by material things. Even though this job paid a whole lot and there was bonuses, I mean, there was a lot of benefits, material, monetary benefit to this position. But even though I had all of that, knowing the kind of person I am not moved by material things. I like to deal or get involved with things that could give me value that is priceless, that is not something you could place a monetary price on. So I wanted to make sure that all my employees in my department were taken care of. And I wouldn't stop at any length to make sure that I do that. So I came with all my passion. I came with my energy. I came with my smile. I came with everything I could think of that would be beneficial to me into this job. But at the end of the day, it became a competition. It became, oh, and I quote, oh, she's just doing things because she wants people to like her. Oh, she's just doing things because she wants to show people that she's this or that. And I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, don't tell me that the same thing we've been complaining about nursing, even in the lower level, is also visible in the higher level. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my ears. I'm like, what is going on with this situation? This can't be happening. I wanted to get into this position because I believed that I had what it took to be a good leader. I believe that I had what it takes to show that nurses needed to be supported. Because being a nurse myself and having been through working as a bedside nurse and having been in the nurse's shoes that I actually am over, reminded me of myself and reminded me of the kind of leader I wanted to get. So all I was doing was to support. I never thought I would have reactions where people would think I'm being fake, or people would think that I'm doing it to show off, or people would think that I'm in a competition with anyone. I've just really, out of the good heart that I had or that I have, to support these nurses. But I never got that in return. I even remember having a particular nurse that came to me, and actually I had other nurses that came. I had the charge nurse and other nurses that came to me first to tell me that, oh, this particular nurse wanted to quit or was having some kind of problem at home where her husband will be traveling, and because they can't leave their children at home, she may want to quit and stay at home and take care of her kids, or whatever the story may be. So when this nurse came to me, I already knew that she had issues, but from what the charge nurse had told me, she told me not to share it with her or let her know that she had already shared a story with me or a situation with me. So when she came to me, I acted as if I didn't know what was going on. So I remember her telling me that that she wouldn't be able to walk or something about her schedule. So the first thing she asked of was that she wanted a PRN, which PRN is as needed, which you just walk whenever you can. And I was trying to tell her, because I remember coming into this position and they had more than 20 opening vacancies. And I remember there's so much pressure that I had in trying to fill this position, because every time you have an open position, then you are more than likely to have nurses or the staff complaining about, working too hard or working short. So I wanted to make sure that I had everything going. And of course, I had so much pressure from my superior of what I needed to do. The pressure was a lot. And I was trying to go as fast as I could. So I told this nurse, okay, this is what is going to happen. We're trying to fill this position. At this point, and this was because also I had spoken to my superior about a previous staff that wanted a PRM position, and my superior told me that no, we're not doing that. So I immediately told this nurse that I don't think, because one thing I try to do is I try not to tell you no, but I was trying to explain to her, because I didn't also want to promise something. And then later on, she said, well, you promised me this and now you're changing your mind. So I didn't want to promise her. And I also didn't want to say no to her. But I told her that, okay, in this situation, I don't know if we're able to do PRN. So as we started to talk in that discussion, she explained to me that, oh, okay, something about nights. So I said, okay, because she was a day shift nurse. And I said, yes, we do actually have a night position. Are you interested in that night position? Let me remind you again that this particular nurse, we had just trained her. All to my recommendation. I recommended that she train as a relief charge. A relief charge nurse is a nurse that would sometimes come in and take a charge nurse position, but not as a main charge nurse. But in case we have something and the charge nurse that is scheduled for that shift, something maybe where they can't make it, they call in, would have someone that is a relief charge nurse that can take that position. Or even when the charge nurse is on PTO or on vacation, that relief charge nurse can do some of those shifts. So we had just trained her for weeks, almost 7 to 8 weeks as a charge nurse. And then the very week that she finished the training, she now wants to leave. So I was explaining to her. The next thing I knew, they ganged up. Actually, I wouldn't lie. They have actually been ganging up against me for a while. So part of it was also that, she went and told some group of people and even told my superior that, which is my boss, that I had told her to resign. I never did no such thing. It doesn't even make sense. But anyway, this is some of the things that I went through in this place. I have never